It's time for our Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also...
This bout is scheduled for...
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What? And that's the opening bell, round one. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Beautiful counter punch. Nice job blocking the left hook. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Good counter punch. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose.
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do.
Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did... 1, 2, 3, 4. You are right.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Catch and shoot. Just missed with that hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Hold that thought! Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. And there's the bell for round 3. again.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here. Hold it right there. This may do it. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
And down goes Crawford. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Shot from the...
About Marquez in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
Unbelievable heart. Not...
Back at it in round 4. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Went for the counter punch, but doesn't score. They are not going to let this one hold it right there. And they got caught. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Do it! It's all coming to an end! I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. We're good defense. Block it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Marquez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the... There's the bell to start round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What?
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work. I watch suckers complain, cause on it regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprise them? Addicted to winning, so since the beginning, I only focus on horizons. Only recorders, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we recorders, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs.
We've been talented all along. We think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come on home.
Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on a battle sword, handle all in my hand. The war force is mortal with my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands?
What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Good hook to the body. Jab to the body. Haven't seen a lot of those. It's fight night, and as you can see, it is night as we fight under the stars for this big, highly anticipated main event.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable and quite sensible. It's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You let him back into the fight.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man.
Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and put him back.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely
Lose this fight, do you? Come on, you're letting him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the basics.
On to the second round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They block that jab. They block the jab. Nice job blocking the hook. Throws the jab, but does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about acceleration mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go up.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Go back out there, and you will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus.
Shots, keep smart.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Hook misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Can't score with that hook again. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He's been... Here we go to the 4th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we continue.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. It's not over. And there's the bell for round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get you.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the floor.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
So much firepower here. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is a bit... Let's start the 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Good defense with that left jab. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
And he scores with the counter. Blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Beaten. Here comes round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corners? How are they going to get through this?
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good defense with that left jab. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Canelo Alvarez just got Alvarez down to the canvas. I can't believe it. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.